All right, let's talk about existing in pictures. A colleague of mine recently did some corporate headshots for a medium-sized company. One fellow who was to have his headshot done didn't feel well the previous day, so he went home from work early. He came in though, he dragged himself out of bed and came in for his allotted headshot time, and then he went home again and crawled back into bed. The next day, he died. The headshot photographer rushed the editing of the image so that it could be printed, framed, and used at his funeral and in his obituary. It's a very sad story, but what if this image hadn't existed? What would they have used? What would the family have dragged out to use? An old army picture? Something cropped out of the last family picnic? A vacation picture taken with a smartphone? Seeing obituary notices with these kinds of pictures makes me absolutely bananas. Very often, I don't even recognize the picture or the person from the obituary notice. I recognize the name, I know who it is, but this picture is not somebody that I recognize. So it's a common dilemma. Let me tell you, your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren, not to mention future generations, want to see you. They want to see you exist in pictures. They want to see your life play out. Yes, they want to see your service pictures when you were maybe a little rambunctious and a tad naughty. But they want to see pictures that they can relate to as well. They want to see a picture of you from the days when you were a father. They want to see a picture of you when you were their grandfather, which is probably how they will remember you best. They want to see you getting gray. They want to see you as a grandmother. They want to see portraits that tell your life through the decades. So the rule of thumb about how often to have a proper portrait or headshot taken is every 5 years. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Every 5 years. There are noticeable changes to our faces and to our hair, even if we color it. You might choose a different color every 5 years. Go the extra step, print out the portrait and put it in a frame and give it as a gift. It may feel a little self-centered, but trust me, they want these pictures. Even if they don't value them in the moment the way that you think they might, at some point down the road in their lives, they will pull out that portrait and put it on display because it represents something that hits a nerve in their own lives, and they want to see that generational value carry on. So find a good photographer, not a hack who's going to put you up against a wall and take your picture in 5 minutes and say, on you go. You don't want somebody who's going to sit you in a chair and say, smile. Because you know what most people do? See the bug eyes? See the fakey smile? That's not how you normally talk to people, and that's not really how they will remember you best. So you need a photographer who comes to you maybe with some credentials and some experiences that your friends have had. Take a look around their homes and look at their portraits. Look at how they were shot. Ask them questions about the experience they had with that photographer. Was it good? Was it bad? Did the photographer help them choose wardrobe to show them off to their very best? Did the photographer give them some direction so that they were sitting up straight and not bug-eyed, but relaxed and comfortable, taking that best picture? If you're having family pictures done, which so many people do, either in the summer or in the fall, see if you can book a little extra time with that family photographer so that you get not only the family photo, but you get the photo of you and your partner, and then your partner alone and you alone. Trust me, when it's your time to pass on, your family is going to value having a current and beautiful portrait of you to show at your obituary and show at your funeral while they celebrate you and celebrate your life. Don't think of it as something morbid. Think of it as something that you want to represent you and your life. Get that portrait done.